Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pipe Parlor. This is John. Today we're doing an addition to our Pipes and Pocket Knives series that I started. I have forgot about, and I am sorry if y'all were invested and I kind of veered way off pattern. Today we have a Medeco ventilator, which, if you can't tell from my shorts, me showing on my ventilators, I'm a little partial to the ventilator. This is the first ventilator if I remember correctly, this is the first ventilator I ever bought. And well, after 2 years I figured out that these can and will not be smoked without a filter. I would bet I probably packed it 30 times, tried smoking it, tried wrapping my hand around the holes to force it to smoke. And I bought this when I was 23, when I first started pipe smoking. So I mean, it happens to the best of us. Today we're going to be going over a case knife. Now I am smoking Big Rock red tobacco in my Medeco here. Now I've got my Zippo lighter with the pipe lighter insert. Alright, now we have right here a take a look at that tang stamp there, if you can see it. No dots besides the dot between the U, the S, and the A on case XX. That dates this knife to a 1965 to 1969 time era. I'm going to show you this one and one other that's not a case. If you can tell, that's got a sway back in the frame there and 4 blades that meet in the middle. That makes this a Congress. And note how high those 2 blades right here stick up. This here is just a cheap Pakistani version of Congress. See again the sway in the frame there a little bit, and note how those blades don't stick up near as high. That's a standard Congress. In this case here with the blades sticking up so high, that makes this a high boy Congress. We're tamping again with my homemade tamper here, with the deer antler tine in a 45 long coat shell casing. The reason I chose the Congress pattern today was mainly because I really liked the pattern, the shape, the feel itself, and Also, because the Congress pattern is pretty popular with cotton farmers here in my state, Alabama, the Yellowhammer State, otherwise known as the Cotton State. We have been to the auction this morning, didn't find anything good today, and been to the doctor's this morning. Thought I'd hop on here and make y'all a little video. But from what little research I've done, the Congress pattern was popular with cotton farmers and tobacco farmers here in the South. They would open the blade, which is equipped with half stops so it don't close on your fingers, stick it in the bale of cotton or the bale of tobacco, cut a plug out to examine the grade of the tobacco or cotton. Yeah, if anybody else wants any of these, I can make them and ship them. I will probably need $8 to $10 a piece. Sorry, I got distracted. Ambulance went by. If you would like one, please comment below or email me, and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible. And if you make an order, please note it'll take me 2 to 3 days to make it, and it'll be shipped as a letter. And I can polish the brass, make it look a little prettier than my personal one here. If you would like. But I do build these here. These are handmade by me here in my knife workshop. Why don't we do one more when we're already here? This is a bone handle medium Texas jack, I believe, which was made in 2002, possibly. Honestly, 2002 tang stamp and 2012 tang stamp confuse me all the time. And it is a CV steel pocket knife, which that means it contains blades are made of a mixture of chromium and vanadium. Which it makes for a pretty little knife, polished up. And like the carbon steel, the CV steel will over time catch a gray tint to it. Especially if you use it a lot on things daily like peeling apples. This is also a CV knife. You can kind of see it's got a little bit of a gray tint. I polished it up. It is a Case XX large trapper, and I believe that is the cat's eye scales. To me, it's one of the prettiest knives produced by Case. If I haven't already lost you, if you would comment below what you're toting. I have got my Case trapper that you just saw, as well as a yellow handle Sodbuster Jr., which is the same thing my grandpa carried far as back as I can remember. Which, in my opinion, and what does my opinion matter? I'm just a peon. The trapper is one of the best Case pocket knives you can carry. Your spade blade there makes a good utility blade with the edge rounding all the way up to the point there. And yes, with the name spade blade, it was used when it was invented back in the day, when that pattern blade shape was made. It was used for castrating pigs, sheep, bulls, horses. It was intended use for farm use. Also on the trapper with a spade blade, you have a large clip point. Which I believe this here is the California clip, also known as a Turkish clip or a modified clip blade. Let me tell you, that CV steel, a lot like carbon steel, it will get sharp at a razor. And in my opinion, your sod buster is as close to a sow belly as you'll get without getting a sow belly knife. This is also a CV knife. You can see the little bit of gray tint to it there. I remember many a times sitting on the couch with my grandpa, and he'd have either a sun drop like I got here, or a y'all remember the textured glasses like come in the washing powders back in the day? I say that like I'm old. Shoot, I'm only 25. I just know it because of stories my grandparents always told that they used to come in washing powders. You can find them at your antique stores. They have kind of the square glass, kind of feels like a checkerboard with heels or something. But he would either have a sun drop or a big old glass of 2% milk. That's the milk with the light blue cap. And we'd be sitting there watching the Atlanta Braves baseball game. And many a days he would run that knife down that sharpening stone. Many a time. He'd do it about the whole time he was watching the game. Many a baseball games he spent sharpening that knife. Whether he used it or not that day, he spent time sharpening that knife. It was probably an hour every day for all my time growing up that I can remember. And I'm kind of partial to the yellow Delrin, like that sod buster. As you can see, I've also got a yellow Delrin swell-in jack. It is a 32.99 and a half pattern. And I still do have the very last pocket knife I bought my grandfather before he passed. I was probably 13-year-old when I bought him this little copperhead here. This is a Bob White, like the quail. Bob White, which was made by Queen Cutlery. Really good steel in that knife. And it is one that I almost refuse to do any work to, clean up, oil up, sharpen, because whenever I give it to my grandfather when I was just a little feller, he put it up and never touched it. He didn't do any work to it. He didn't even clean the pocket lint out of it. I'm keeping it the way Grandpa left it. He left it that way for a reason, because he appreciated and loved it. And that's the way it's going to stay as far as I'm concerned. Where are we at? 19 minutes. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Again, if you would like to order a tamper, comment below or send me an email. I believe the easiest email to reach me at is thepipelounge2025@gmail.com, which the Pipe Lounge is what our channel here started out as, and I changed it to the Pipe Parlor here recently. Guys, y'all have a great rest of your Monday and a blessed week. Hope to see y'all around. Y'all stay like a good pipe. Full as a ticking lit. Again, this has been John with the Pipe Parlor. Y'all stay lit. Have a blessed week. Remember, guys, that God loves you and I love you.